Oh, hey,
I'm a nervous wreck!
Wait, I heard nervous Shrek. But anyway.
Donkey!
I can't feel stage donkey. Anyway, it's Real Lost with Jonn and
The Terminator!
SmackDown Live, NeWARK.
You know, a lot happened, just not a lot.
Right. To be fair,
I don't know how the best to put it.
You just put it the best possible. 5 days before Evolution.
Go deep neck crack.
You're over there. Is that what that was? 5 days before Evolution.
That was my spine.
5 days before Evolution, WWE.com has, brilliant, 6 matches announced on their website. 8 if you count the wiki page, which isn't always accurate, but at times is. We'll get to the Evolution predictions here in a bit. They were apparently handing out signs of, we want women's tag team championships at, or somebody was.
Rumor has it.
I mean, wait, Adele's going to appear at Evolution.
That would be a change.
That would be. So yeah, if that happens, great. It's 5 days before. I mean, they would have to announce it at the pay-per-view. They'll probably have to do it. New Day comes out with a promo, then The Bar and Big Show, and then Kofi and Big Show.
It's The Bar Show!
And it's over.
First off, though, Kofi calls the Big Show, or was it Xavier Woods? Xavier Woods calls the Big Show the bar tender. And my first thought is, you missed a perfect opportunity to call him the bar stool.
He did. There is one cool thing, though.
That would be a shitty insult. That's the joke.
There's talking about how New Day is... Corey says that New Day is basically... Whoosh! No, New Day is basically the equivalent of drinking orange juice after brushing your teeth. Meaning Corey doesn't like Xavier's juice.
Okay.
You're not gonna sell that one, are you?
No.
Okay. Alright. But yeah, Kofi and Big Show happened. This is 2009 again, apparently, and yeah, it was over quickly. A trash DQ and a brawl afterwards. There was not a lot of wrestling on this show.
No.
And I get why, but it was weird.
It was the go-home show for Evolution.
I get it. And they barely featured the women. They featured the women in a segment and a segment. No matches.
Oh, they definitely featured the women, just not a lot.
Right, but then we get recaps of Reigns, sad, get well Roman. Honestly, that's not me being mean.
Yeah.
Check out the Raw review if you want to for that, but seriously, don't support anybody you know that has cancer. Leukemia or otherwise. Usos beat Styles and Bryan. Basically, this is pretty much the same, a miscue, this kind of stuff. A miscue that happened where he almost hit the Phenomenal Forearm on Bryan.
Yes.
And then that didn't happen. He dodged. And then Bryan held up one of the Usos. I forget which one. Pele kick, but Pele kicked Bryan. Got knocked out. Styles gets hit with the Uso splash. 1, 2, 3. I don't know which Uso pinned him. I don't care. Nothing against the Usos. I'm just saying.
The one whose name begins with J.
Or the one who is named J. The world may never know.
I could be referencing either one of them.
You could. Why are you talking like that?
I don't know.
Okay, alright.
Why aren't you?
My turn now. So, yeah, miscue, and then you had Bryan saying that Styles didn't mean to and kept doing the nose growth thing. Like.
And then Bryan went,
Are you going to choose
"True llama?"
Then you had recaps of Nikki and Ronda. A lot of recaps on the show. Then you had Becky and Charlotte at the Performance Center. That promo really was a great test for Charlotte right there. Mm-hmm. Really was. Shout out TNA Creative. They know what I'm talking about.
You know what it means!
Yes. Rhea Ripley was reacting to the Battle Royal. Shayna seemed to be not in agreement about what Becky was saying about Charlotte. Which means we could be getting a Becky versus Shayna Baszler match at some point.
I like how Charlotte at the Performance Center talked about how she wants to face all of them someday. And I'm just thinking Mia Yim and the crowd like,
you did!
4 years ago!
An NXT taping. But anyway, it was a fine brawl. It was fine. It was fine for what it was. It's always nice to see Becky tangling up with other women. Unless that was a dream I had. Which it probably
You have
was.
a lot of dreams, friend.
I do.
Which is hard to believe considering you don't get any sleep.
I don't. When I sleep, I dream, which is very little. But then Charlotte had a flat promo about the attack, and this guy's like,
oh no, I can't believe I got attacked.
God, Charlotte was as Charlotte was as flat as she was before getting the corrective
She was as flat as her promo when she was at the Performance Center.
To be fair, they script their talents too much. But then we get Rusev.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
no.
Right. No. We get Rusev and Aiden, and it's over. And this feud's done. Done. This feud is done.
Yup.
This feud is done. Already. Please don't release Aiden. Aiden's a good athlete. Don't. Put him in NXT and have him have a run if you want. Seriously. I think that would work.
You put on a lot of good matches if they gave him a goddamn chance.
Oh, no, he could. Is Aiden under 205? If Aiden's under 205, do it. I mean, they stuck Mike Kanellis there. That could work. But yeah, Rusev beat Aiden quickly. And then Miz TV with Mysterio. Mysterio TV, basically, is what it was.
Yeah.
And...
What?
Right. Then they had a match. After, Miz kicked a child while he was down. Monroe better watch out. Even though Monroe, by the age of 6, will probably be taller than Ray. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
No, this episode of SmackDown was kind of lackluster in a lot of areas.
It was.
It was tough to follow. And I think everyone's a little bit emotionally burnt out after yesterday.
Oh, totally. I mean, I'm not faulting the talents. It's like creative just gave up. Miz and Mysterio then had a match because apparently it is 2011 Raw, though the WWE Championship is on the line, with Ray winning and then losing to John Cena 90 minutes later because John Cena is a babyface. It was a fine match. It might have been the longest match of the show so far. And then Asuka and Naomi were going to face Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. Sonya Deville, who so deserves to be treated better. I know she's a project, but Sonya is a star. You need to realize that. I'm not saying push people too soon, but what the fuck? This was a segment with women. Carmella, the Iconics.
Zelina,
Lana. The Iconics with a nice cut in their Iconics t-shirt. That should happen more. That was good. But yeah, they all brawl and everything, and then Asuka lays...
Brawl for all, if you would.
I don't think that anybody should have done the first one. Though it was nice to see JBL get knocked out. That was a Russo idea. No wonder it didn't work.
Shoot, bro.
It killed Dr. Death, Steve Williams' career. Well, in WWE. You could have had Dr. Death, you could have had Steve Williams versus Steve Williams, a.k.a. Steve Austin. That would have been a weird fight. But anyway, yeah, Asuka stood tall at the end, I think. Yeah, this was... I mean, Zelina's going to look good on the women for getting their own pay-per-view, honestly. A lot of the women, even the ones I don't care for, have worked hard, but this was lazy. And then you get Shane hyping up Evolution, and you get CM Punk chance for the best in the world.
And how does Shane McMahon respond? I don't think he's in the tournament. The worst thing to do is to ignore the crowd. The best thing to do is play into it because all the smarks respect you for that.
This is true. And Shane did it perfectly. He really did. I still say Stephanie did it better. If you keep up those chants for 2 minutes and 15 seconds, you'll last 1 second longer than CM Punk. That, even though I hate Stephanie, and with every fiber of my being, that was a good line. But yeah, I don't think he's in the tournament. He hypes up Evolution. Whatever. And then Orton versus Jeff Hardy, and you had Orton fingering Jeff Hardy's ear hole. Not with a screwdriver this time.
Thankfully.
Kept fingering that hole right there. So anyway, and then he beat him with an RKO.
Why do you do this? I hear voices in my head! Talk to me.
Jeff wouldn't have had that happen if he just remained focused.
So fucking focused.
So fucking focused, he got his ass kicked within seconds. And Orton hit an RKO that came from out of nowhere.
As one does.
Yes, Orton was apparently salivating according to commentary. That just means his Viper was happy. Good luck on seeing that.
I mean, if his Viper's salivating, I think there's medicine for that.
It's a good point. It's a good point. So yeah, C. It was average.
CCR.
It was, but you do have.
You may click on my poll and grade the show.
Okay then.
It's got A through F, but not E. Don't ask.
That's not how grades work.
Plus, I'm gonna have like 5 options on the poll. I can't do that.
Right, we really can't. Then we get to the Mixed Match Challenge, which once again had one match with some wrestling and then one with a bunch of comedy. Natty and Rude, Team Pause, versus Bailey and Balor. Bailey making Balor's two men rise.
We had an entertaining little segment with Finn Balor and Bobby Roode exchanging
Jacket
clothes.
and robe.
When I say that out loud, it's a little weird.
And Rude couldn't jack it off, even with Natty's help.
As Michael Cole kept saying.
Which we know. By the way, the day Michael Cole leaves commentary will be a national holiday.
He's trying to jack it off. What?
Like, seriously, Michael Cole's insufferable.
I think it's just the lines he's given.
He's insufferable. He just is. I mean, yeah, lines given, whatever. Some people can make him work.
I don't know.
Some.
When you got Vince in your ear.
Yeah.
Alright. Say that he's trying to get the jacket off. But really put the emphasis on jacket off. Yes, Vince.
That's a good point.
Are you kidding me? I'm not saying that. Yes, Vince. Yes, Vince.
I understand, sir. Yeah, Bailey and Natty had a nice little wrestling exchange and everything. Balor and Rude had a little bit of stuff. You end up with the coup de grace.
The co-op de grapes.
Co-op de grapes.
Co-op the grapes.
And then Balor and Bailey won.
Bone apple tea.
It's like the redneck version of it. Then Asuka and Miz versus Naomi and Jey Uso. Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso. Was it Jimmy Uso?
Jimmy.
It's Jimmy. I wrote down Jay. I don't know the difference.
Just a little Jimmy.
I don't... What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? You're consoling an invisible child. Oh, God. It's one of my favorite Raw moments. It was a lot of comedy, a lot of stuff, and Asuka wanting to hug everybody, which I volunteer as tribute.
Which is kind of funny, considering who was on before them.
That's a good point. Bailey did not want to hug. Well, she wanted to hug Balor. Behind closed doors, I assume. I think it's happening. I mean, I'm sorry.
Sure you do.
But anyway, yeah, it was a comedy match.
Yeah.
Miz and Asuka won. That's really about it. I mean, there's one thing. This Mixed Match Challenge, it does not even compare to earlier this year's, actually.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you want to have a poll for Mixed Match Challenge?
I mean, I guess it's over there.
I mean, it's a D. I'm sorry, D for the... What I want to give to Asuka is the D. But yeah, so what we gotta say? We'll be back with our evolution.
Oh yeah, D as well.
Yeah, you got a D. Oh, that's... Wait, what? What the fuck was I saying there?
I believe that was the part where you were cutting me off.
Well, I meant... Never mind. I was going to say the line again. I'm not going to. Are you, like, doing the entrance for, you know, Iron Man? Doot. Aye. So anyway, do you agree, disagree with what we said? Like, share, subscribe, Twitter, and
a thumbnail! Captain Doof is over here. He can go finish out his end.
Because you're making me laugh, goddammit!
This has been Real Odyssey with John Ritland. I am not John Ritland. I am the Durbinator. And you have a great night.
We'll be back with the evolution predictions.